Hi, welcome to Conscious Energy. My name is She. I am welcoming you guys because I started doing a YouTube channel for energy, for conscious energy, healing tarot readings and designs. On April 2nd was my first video for this series, and we are now on April 21st. And today, when you add the month of May 21st, 2019, you come to a 2-day. So I'm excited. This really is an energy celebration for the energy healing. I hope everyone who has been channeling, tapping in to these vibrations, spending time with me, I thank you so much. I thank you for your sharing this journey with me. I thank you for your love, and I thank you for your light that you're also sharing and putting into these energies for our conscious healing for us all, for all of us here on this beautiful, beautiful planet. Talk about this beautiful planet this weekend. I hope you guys had a chance to step outside, or while you were out doing errands, or maybe going to the movies, or doing something that you enjoy, that you got a chance to see the moons this weekend. The moon this weekend was so beautiful. It was called Once in a Blue Moon because every 48 years, scientists say, we have an opportunity to see these beautiful 2 full moons that came out during the Scorpio season within the moon. And Scorpio brought love to that moon, meaning this weekend you might have felt your heart open up more. You might have felt that maybe even romance was on the agenda. And it's just getting started. So don't think you missed out. We're just getting started with this energy and the energy of Scorpio. But remember, be careful of Scorpio, because when you cause them to bring out that sting, ouch, it can hurt. So with that full moon, I hope you were able to get into the portal that was open through that moon this weekend. And when I say a portal open, it was a rare portal. And that's why we've been talking all month about May being about manifestation and abundance. And we're still in those energies, but if you were able to tap into the energy of the moon this weekend, it means that you are being set up for rapid manifestation. So be careful what your dreams are. Be careful what you want. Be careful what your desires are, because right now they are rapidly manifesting. This weekend we also had the number 8 coming up on that full moon. So a number 8 for us is an infinity sign, and it's also means advancement. So that's where that rapid advancement was being set up for magic on this full moon this weekend. So I hope you did get an alignment with the universe and tap into the beauty of the weekend. So going forward, today is May 21st. The energies have been set. And I'm going to tell you how the energy was set for this reading. I meditated, and I also exercised so I can get my own energies up, and so I can also have my spirit guides tapping in through that portal when I go into meditation and guiding me through wisdom. And so I did an animal spirit reading for myself, because I did do, I came into my own spirit animal, found a couple of spiritual animals this weekend that showed up on my radar. I actually saw 2 snakes. I went walking in the park so I can be in the nature. And while I was out there in the nature, walking along the Potomac River here in the beautiful state of Virginia, I saw 2 natured color. They were tan in color. I should have looked them up, but I didn't, because they really startled me when I walked up on them alongside the Potomac River there at the bank. They were tangled up. They were in love. They were mating. That's why I said that full moon could have romance on the agenda, but I quickly moved out the way. So I did my own spiritual guide reading, and the card that came out was the golden egg. And this golden egg is, when we talk about, we talked a couple of weeks ago with the goddesses, with Mother's Day and the womb and what came first, the chicken or the egg. I still say the egg, because Mother Earth has brought some gold among us, for us. The birds and the bees are nesting right now as well. A friend told me he saw a little baby bird fall out the tree. He picked it up, put it in another tree, and he said they went and got him. The baby was in another tree. He saw the birds, the mama bird, go get that baby, or maybe it was the papa bird, because the mama was still sitting up there with the babies. So I got the golden egg. So we're going to tap into that energy as well and see what it says to help us with this reading. And it is a 0 right at the top there, which is for spirit, if you can see that. And I always say spirit also is a part of the water sign. It's a part of a water element, which means emotions, family. So when we tap into that, I'm going to lay that card right there. Since it is a part of our reading today, the message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden eggs need warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, no pushing, no grasping, no trying to make it come and crack open into the light. So in order for our golden egg to come forth with that sound or that message that it has resting deep inside of us, the only way we can crack that egg is we have to meditate. We have to do time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, that's the time to ask a question that has been weighing on your heart. So right now, while we are manifesting and we're asking the universe for our abundance, for our manifestation, for the things that we want to bring forth in our life, the goal that we want to become a part of our energy, we do have to become intimate with ourselves. We have to be in gratitude. We have to actually understand and be in touch with our own feelings. So it's like seeing an old friend. When you see an old friend you've been waiting for a long time, and you see them from afar. Let's say you're picking them up at the airport. You park your car, you go inside, and you wait on the other side for them to come through from the secure part of the airport. And when you see them, you're standing there, you're excited, you're waving, and when you lock eyes with each other, you're so excited. You're excited to see one another. So when that golden egg opens for you, when you get to look inside your beautiful eyes down into your soul, that is where you'll find that excitement. That's what the message is. When that message comes forth, you'll have that type of excitement, as seeing a friend, an old friend. That old friend is you for a long time. So coming into today's reading, our energy has been set on the throat chakra. The throat chakra is very important. It is also known as Vasuddha. The throat chakra today is vibrating a blue color, and the vibration, we are all the way up at 741 hertz. Powerful, powerful. It's a color, it's an accumulation of energies manifesting right now for our conscious and the infinite abundance that's waiting for us. So we're back at our rebirth, which it fits right with that golden egg, the rebirth of masculine and feminine. That's what these energies are. That's what this full moon was about, is a rebirth. The color is blue, and it's about having an intimate relationship with your soul. And that's why soulmates, twin flames, soul families are on the agenda to come into our lives and help us to grow and help us live in harmony on this beautiful, beautiful world. So if you can tap into those energies right now, I'm telling you, I'm repeating myself because it is the truth and it is what is emanating. I'm finding myself being amazed because we're still talking about the same beautiful blue energies. When we're talking about that throat chakra, the throat chakra is the fifth chakra up the spine, and we're looking at our ability to communicate, our ability to be honest, for us to actually come into our true self, to actually emanate and vibrate on a self-expression of truth. Living your truth. You've heard that before. And when that throat chakra is not in balance, you may have some teeth problems, vocal cords, respiratory system, thyroids. Sometimes you also may experience a lot of dry throat, coughing, anything that has to do with that throat area, up in that upper chest area above the heart. That's where inflammation could come and build up when you're not expressing your true self. So today's energies are about expressing our true self. So we're going to put that right on top of that golden egg and wait for that rebirth. Wait for that egg to crack itself open and reveal its hidden truth. Whatever music or sound or words that are waiting for us, they're really on a high vibration because we are vibrating on a 741 vibration. I've shuffled the cards before I even started the video, but we're going to shuffle some more so we can see what the mystical oracle has for us this week. And this week is starting on the 21st, and it's going to take us over to next Tuesday or beyond. We always say beyond because I can't predict these energies, because that's what they are. They're the Earth's energies. They're your personal energy. And when you tap into these energies, it may last for you beyond next Tuesday, Wednesday. It could last into June for you. Or if you happen to come back to this video after the month has ended to do a checkup on to see where you vibrated with these messages and how in tune you were with them, or you remember, you say, oh my God, that reading that she did, let me go back because I think this is emanating. And you find out that it's still happening or it's just beginning for you. Dear Mystical Shaming, We're looking for a card for energies. I know we've had a few couple of two amazing readings that I can remember. The one on May 1st and the one on May 10th. They were very powerful readings. And then we had the Holy Mountain on an additional reading. So I'm going to say those energies are still emanating. They're so powerful. So I don't know. If we don't get anything but that golden egg today, that's what we get. Dear mystical shaman, one card, please. One card, please, for our energies. Let me see. Do I feel a card? I do feel a card. Feel cards. I feel a few cards that have. There's one. Okay, I feel more than one card that's asking to be shuffled. Dear mystical shaman. Okay, I think that was it. That was it. Oh, a card flipped over. Oh, we've had that card before. Oh, I'm going to make sure, because that last card came out, I did not feel it, but it came out, it flipped. So that was it. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for that. Okay, so we're going to start our reading. I'm going to move the cards to the side because I do want you to be able to see these cards. So this one was the last card. This was the first card. And then these two cards. So we're going to unwrap these cards. Looks like we have 4 cards here. So we're going to unwrap them one at a time. We're going to be surprised when they come up because they are 4. And remember, we're still in that 4, 4, 4 that we had that was very, very powerful. And that means we are still building our general stability. We're building our coffers for our foundation, for our future here, and it's happening rapidly and it's fast. I don't know if I mentioned that today is a 2-day when you add up the days, and we're still at choices. We were at choices before. So when we look at this card, it's a 6 and a 4. So that gives us 10, and it gives us the witness. The witness is very powerful when we have a witness in our lives who are actually witnessing our spiritual growth. Some of those witnesses are here amongst us in friendships and family, or people we meet who actually witness the journey. It's like when you say witness, you say there was an incident and everyone wants to know what happened. And so they say, were there any witnesses? When the witness shows up in our energy, the essence is asking us to take a notice that we are being observed. And the witness is watching us without engaging in any action. They're just watching. They are cultivating an inner stillness. And when we become the witness, when we decide to sit back and watch what's happening in our lives, getting into the flow means that we're able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. That is amazing because that goes back to that golden egg. The golden egg is asking us to sit still and wait to hear the sound, like the cracking of the egg, because there is a message waiting to be born within us. And the only way we can do that is to be present, to sit still, to go in meditation. And when we talk about meditating with the moon at night, so that when we come forth in the morning and look in the mirror, we can then see the presence of our day and or receive our own answers, or maybe the witness in their stillness has a message for us, but we have to read the message in silence. It's like having clairvoyance. It's like bringing forth your intuition and trusting in that invitation to trust your intuition. The witness invitation has been to say, I've been here all along. I've been beside you. I've been walking with you. I'm your ally. I am the doer for you when you forget. So when I'm the doer as a witness, it's like I am reminding you of what is happening in your life. That's the doing. You're doing, and the witness is watching. And they are counting and writing down, taking a journal of what's happening. And when it's time for creation to unfold right before you, the witness will be there to say, I saw it. It's all happening. It is true. Just hang on. It's time for everything to be revealed, and I've watched you bring it, birth it, rebirth it to life. So when the witness has come, it's time to acknowledge any feelings that may come up about a situation. Because remember, we talked about the full moon this weekend, and we talked about this being May itself, a time for stability and where we could set up our foundation, and our foundation will be solid at this time if we are doing the work. And the work is sitting still and going inside of ourselves and spending that time with spirit, whatever your spirit or whoever you talk to, whoever you have partnered up with in your spiritual life. There is a witness that's watching it all. Let's see what our next card is. That's something else. It's amazing how the witness is right here with the golden egg. Oh my goodness. And we got the moon. We got the moon again. Oh, the moon has just been here. And talk about the full moon. It could not be more appropriate. This is amazing. We're talking about a 3 and a 7. Gives us 10. We just had the witness, which is a 6 and a 4, which is also a 10. Let's see what the mystical shaman is going to say to us, because remember, we've had the moon. So let's see if there's a different intuition or instinct that's coming up and coming through and telling us about how the moon is here right now. And I apologize, guys, if there is like a lot of feedback or noises in the background. I am trying to better my video presentation and trying to learn and bring in some new tools to help my videos become better, just for you. So when I'm doing these energy readings, that they could be the best quality that I can produce as I'm learning along the way. So the moon, every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. And that means the many phases of the moon. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. Every 28 days, our bodies, our earth regenerates with the moon. This calls to mind an African prayer. And that African prayer to the moons, many cultures do. I know the Japanese also have an affinity for the moon. And so they have prayers. There's rituals. I do a ritual of my own for the full moon, especially being that I am tapping into some of the shamanistic energies as well as the Reiki energies. They kind of crossed paths, so to say. So my calling under the moon came where it opened the portal for me to step into the shaman's rim, which the shaman's rims are the afterlight, the above, the below, and the east and the west. So north, south, east, and west is the direction, along with the spiritual animals that have been calling me personally for years now. And I'm just waking up and accepting the call. So the moon has an influence that African prayer, the native African prayer, goes like this. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon has a strong influence on the ebb and the flow of the water of the earth. It's been raining a lot. There has been water happening upon the earth in the last month. I know they say April showers bring May flowers, but we have been having an abundance of water because we also have been having abundance of emotions and feelings. When we look in the mirror, and when I say look in the mirror, that's what that soul is about, or soulmate, or twin flame. If that person has showed up in your life, or even have showed and they've disappeared, they brought up a lot of emotions. And so I think the sun and the moon if they are the masculine and the feminine energy, they say the sun is the masculine, the moon is the feminine. And we've been having a lot of full moons. We've had last year we've been having blood moons, all kinds of phenomenons that only come around multiples of centuries. So we're living in a space globally where we are hiding in our unconscious mind. And so in order for our conscious mind to live with our unconscious mind, we have to deal with the mirror. We have to look into the soul, and the soul has to come into growth. It has to come into balance with the earth. The earth right now is crying for our help, for us to do what we can do to save ourselves, because the earth will still be here even when we're not. It was here before we came, and it will be here along with all the galaxies when we all leave. So the invitation of the moon means that you really need to take some time and spend equal time, like yin and yang, in the light of the day and the darkness of the night. And when you do that, focus when you're on the inside of the night, focus on the inside. Make time for yourself, for your feelings, and whatever your spiritual needs are. And meditate, 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 meditate. I find a way to meditate. I do meditation training. If you're interested, please reach out to me. I can send you resources if I'm not able to personally assist with that myself. So please meditate. So when you come back into the light of the day, your accomplishments, your abundance, your manifestation, you can see it more clearly when it comes up in the light of the sun. So our card assisting us this week as well, and has been for the last month, the moon. And the moon is manifesting quickly for us. So please get into those energies and take your bounty at this time. We had the smoky mirror. The smoky mirror is back again. And the smoky mirror's number, which is the Buddha. And if you look at that beautiful, beautiful, glowing light, like emanating on the top of the meditative mind, it means enlightenment. And so when you look in the smoky mirror, please know that your enlightenment is waiting for you to come forth. But you must do it just like this sleeping, beautiful Buddha, in meditation. In and through meditation, where we find everything, all the things we need to have a relationship in the smoky mirror with the spirits. This card is also, it's 11. So all we have is ones here. And when we're talking about ones, we're talking about new beginnings. We're talking about rebirth. We're talking about things happening right now. So if you've been thinking about a change in your life, if you've been thinking about how to manifest your dreams and your desires, now is the time to go into prayer, believe, ask, and you will achieve. But you do need to spend the time going in deep, so when you're getting what you're asking for, that you are sure from 100% from your heart that this is where you are, and this is where you're going, and this is what you want. The smoky mirror represents that aspect of us that is not known yet. It's like being in the underworld. It's the mystery of things to come and how they will come into being. It's like it represents the shadow. So when we think about a shadow, when we're walking and the sun is at our back and in front of us, we look on a wall or on the sidewalk, there lies your shadow self. And so the shadow also means that we have hidden realms in our human journey, a darkness, and some call it the darkness of the soul, or the dark of the night, every superhero has a darkness of the night where you go in, where you journey in and you face your fears and you look in the mirror and you tell the truth. It's about communicating with yourself. It's about our energy of the throat chakra. Whatever is hidden will come to light. But if you speak your truth, if you live your authentic life, then you will know what to see and what to look for in the smoky mirror. And you will have your enlightenment. You will come into the light. The witness will see and know that you have changed, that you have done the work. And we're back at the 4 of the beauty way. And the lotus flower, they say, go down in the mud of the darkness underneath the water. And when it comes back up through the mud and the shallowness of the water, and it comes into its beauty of the day. And lotuses, when this sits in that swamp and you see those flowers sitting there on top of their beautiful green leaves, you do not see dirty, you do not see dirt, you do not see the mud. All you see is beauty. And so at night, when we go into the moon for prayer, for meditation, for self-time alone, if it means you have to take a bath from the family, just to have that time alone to yourself, or the best time they say to do it is after midnight when all is quiet, when in your neighborhood, in your family, in your life, just like the dragonfly, they are just all sleeping. They're sleeping peacefully, and that is a great time to go inside and find your beauty. And your beauty will find its way to the light of the day. The beauty way is asking us to have a path that we travel. The essence of our daily practice is a path where we choose to perceive only beauty, beauty in ourselves. Practice taking action to bring beauty in every situation. Things get ugly now and then. That's just life. That's just how things happen. But when they do, if we bring the beauty way into all things, then we will know that we're living our authentic life because the beauty is showing up in everything that we do. I'm placing the cards in what we call the 4 ways, the 4 ways of the soul. So we have the upper world, as in the Andean cross that we had, that has come up twice. So we have the upper worlds, we have the lower worlds. So when you go into the upper worlds of the smoky mirror, you're going to meet in your meditation, you're going to meet those ancient ones. You're going to meet those that some you may know, some you may not, but they're there to help you. They're angels, they're guides, they're witnesses to what's happening. And when we go to the lower worlds, that's where we're going to find those low vibrating energies. And lower vibrating energies is where things can become not so beautiful. But if we can find the beauty in the underworld, when we go down on lower vibrations, when we go down into the darkness, that and the darkness sometimes is the mirror of ourselves, and we face that, then we look for the beauty. And the beauty is the way out, is the way that after we are at the darkness of the moon, in the middle of the night, and our fears come through our dreams, they come through our psyche, through our unconscious mind, where we have work to do on ourselves, it will come through the smoky mirror. And remember, you have witnesses that are there to attest that you are doing the work. So, my friends, we are in for a beautiful, beautiful ending of May, and we still have 2 weeks to go. So before we get to the end of May, spend your time going inside, finding yourself, finding your moon, your beautiful full moon every night. The moon will glow upon you. And so when you come in the witness of the day, you will have come back in your beauty, in your way. And I hope it is filled with manifestation of love and abundance. And in that abundance is all your desires and your dreams. And I mean your true dreams, your truly authentic self so you can live your authentic life that has been waiting for you in your destiny. Namaste until the next time, my friend. Namaste.